Welcome back to all of you to the present class. In the previous class, we have seen just introduction to production possibility curve and production possibility curve frontier. And this all happens because of scarcity of resources in the economy in comparison or in relation to demand for the scarce goods. And every economy need to make a choices between the available resources to produce best alternative or combinations of two goods. Therefore, the meaning is production possibility curve is a curve that depicts the various combinations of two goods which an economy can produce with available resources, with full and efficient utilization of resources, available resources, with a fixed or during a specific period of time. So every resource is capable of producing different goods. That's what we said. The assumptions are resources are fixed and resources are fully efficiently employed. Technology is as usual constant, unchanged, and the resources are not equally efficient in producing all the goods. So therefore the production possibility curve, we said it slopes downwards from left to right, and it is, since it is sloping downwards from left to right, it is concave to the origin. So afterwards we saw the schedule and we are yet to see the diagram. So the schedule little more elaborately, if you discuss and see the diagram, that will be quite sufficient for us. If you see the schedule, there are 4 columns. The 4 columns comprises of the combination or production possibilities that an economy has, or the combinations an economy has. In our example, we have 6 combinations, that is running from A to F. That is A, B, C, D, E and F. And we also assumed the production of paddy and jets. One is a civilian consumption, the other one is a defense consumption good. So both are essential for an economy, because one without the other, economy becomes very difficult. But if you dedicate the resources, everything, the production of civilian good paddy, we can produce 15 tons. So corresponding to the jets is 0. So B combination 14 tons of paddy and 0, 1 means only 100 jets. So it goes on with the C combination 12, 2, D combination 9, 3, and E combination 5, 4, and F combination no production of civilian good called paddy. Completely we have sacrificed, and we have increased the jets to one more extra, that is 5. So corresponding to that, we have made a production possibility curve. So how to draw a production possibility curve? First of all, let us write a x-axis and represent jets. X good, x-axis, x good, we are taking jets. And on the y-axis, we will take y goods, that is a paddy. Y good, paddy. So which good first, sir? Whichever the sacrificed good in the schedule should come on the y-axis. So keep in mind, whichever the good we are sacrificing to gain the production of another good should come on the y-axis, and whichever the good we are increasing by every combination, that should come on x-axis. Now, so A combination we have seen, so 15 tons of paddy and 0 ton of or 0 hundreds of jets, no jets. So jets are not produced, therefore A combination only on the y-axis. From there we are moving on to, we have reduced the production of paddy by 1 ton and we have increased the jets by the production of 100. That is B combination. So sacrificed is 1 ton and gained is 100. So it is 1:1. The movement from A to B, or the slope from A to B, is 1:1. The slope is very, very flat. From there, B to C. So we have sacrificed paddy 2 tons, that is from 14 to 12. That is from 14 to 12. How many units of paddy we have sacrificed? 2 units. So therefore it is from 14 we have moved to the combination called C12. But whereas we have gained only one extra jet, 100 extra jets only. Earlier we are gaining with one sacrifice 100 jets, 1 ton of paddy sacrificed, we were used to get 100 jets in the previous combination. Whereas the present combination C, we are sacrificing 2 tons of paddy, we are getting just 100 jets. Therefore, the increase is on the same. The increasing of jets is only 100, whereas paddy has decreased by 200. So the movement from B to C is sacrificing 2 tons of paddy and gaining 100 jets. So that is moving from B to C, we are sacrificing 2 and gaining 1, or gaining 1, therefore we are sacrificing 2, 1 is to 2. From there we are going to the D combination. From there we are moving to the D combination. In the D combination we have 9 tons of paddy and 300 jets. 9 tons of paddy and 300 jets. So, compared to previous combination C, the paddy has reduced from 12 to 9, that is we have decreased the units of paddy from 3 units. How much we have sacrificed? 3 units we have sacrificed. How many units we have gained on x-axis? That is from 2 to 3 we have increased 1 unit, means 100 jets we have gained by sacrificing now 3 tons of paddy. In the previous it is 1 is to 1, 1 is to 2. Now it has become 1 is to 3. That is, to gain 100 jets we have sacrificed 3 tons of paddy. The resources which were dedicated more for paddy, we are reducing it. So from moving on to the D combination to E combination, again there is a sacrifice of paddy, that is 5 units of paddy, and there is a 4 units of jets, 5 tons of paddy and 400 jets at E combination. So moving from D combination to E combination, that is moving from D to E, D we had 9 paddies, 9 tons of paddy, whereas in the E combination we have just 5 tons of paddy. How much we have sacrificed? We have sacrificed 4 tons of paddy. In the D combination again, how many hundreds of jets we had? The answer is 3. And in the E combination, how many jets we have? 4. So how much increase we have? Extra 100 only. So to gain 100 jets, we are sacrificing now 4 tons of paddy. Earlier it was 1 is to 1, 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3. Now 1 is to 4. Last one, moving from E to F. We are sacrificing all the units of paddy. That is, we are producing 0 paddy and 1 addition of jets. That is 100 addition of jets. How much we are sacrificing? From 5 to 0, we are sacrificing all the 5 units of paddy we are sacrificing. There is no production of paddy in the F combination. Only 500 jets we are producing. So meaning to say, there are 2 combinations. They are called as extreme combination. That is, one is FA, the other one is F. The combination A is on y-axis, only production of paddy happens, because all the resources are dedicated or allocated for the production of paddy in the A combination. Whereas on the F combination, there is only production of jets, which means all the resources are dedicated for the production of jets. So these two combinations, if you take it, A-F combinations are the extreme combinations that are available to the economy. Whereas in between A to F, that is B, C, D and E, in between means ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು. ಯಾವ್ದು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು? A ಮತ್ತು F ನ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರೋದು B, C, D and E combinations are the combinations of both the paddy as well as jets. Now, so if you connect all the A, B, C, D, E and F, we get a curve. This curve is slopes downwards from left to right. The curve slopes downwards from left to right. It is sloping downwards from y-axis to x-axis, it is touching. Which means if you look from O, that is origin of the OX-axis and OY-axis, it looks concave to the origin. How does the curve looks from the origin? The curve, PPC curve, looks concave to the origin. So these are the points you have to keep in mind. Again, the A to B sacrifice is 1 and gain is 1, or the gain is 1, sacrifice is 1. Whereas the movement from B to C, the gain is 1, sacrifice is 2. Sacrifice is 2. Movement from C to D, movement from C to D, we are sacrificing 3 and gaining 1, or gaining 1, sacrificing 3. If you see the movement from D to E, we are gaining 1 and sacrificing 4 paddies. The movement from E to F, we are gaining 1 and sacrificing 5. So moving from A to B, the sacrifice becomes greater and greater and greater. See, 1 is to 1, 1 is to 2, 1 is to 3, 1 is to 4 and 1 is to 5. The second unit, which is a sacrificing unit, is increasing. The first unit, that is 1, remains the first one. The first part of the every ratio, that is 1, remains the same. It does not change. The 1 remains the same. In all the combinations from A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E and E to F, the gaining amount is the same, that is 1. But whereas the sacrificing becomes greater and greater, this is called as increasing marginal opportunity cost. We will discuss in the later PPT. So now we will see a statement-wise discussion of this curve. Is it given all the points I have explained? We will see. The above schedule has been depicted. Depicted means we have marked in the form of figure. The figure has been connected and we are getting a graph. The different points on the PPC, production possibility curve, depicting means showing different combinations of two goods. We are getting a different combination. A to F, we are getting different combinations of how many goods? Paddy as well as jets. Paddy and jets. In fact, these are choices that are available to the economy. The economy need to choose either A combination, B, C, D, E and F combination. The economy has a choice whether to choose A combination, B combination, C combination, E and F combination. That is left to the choice of the economy, what to produce and how much to produce. If the economy decided to use all its resources, for example, if the economy uses all its resources for the production of paddy, so they are producing, that is A combination. So it shows OA quantity of production of paddy. OA means it is 15 tons of paddy is being produced, which is the maximum amount of paddy an economy can produce with the limited resources and a given technology. So OA that is 15 tons of paddy, an economy can produce with available resources and a given technology is only so much. They can't produce much more than that. So, this is the maximum quantity. When you produce maximum quantity of paddy, the production of jets is not happening. Therefore, the jets cannot be produced. On the other hand, if all the resources are dedicated for the production of jets, that is OF, so that is 500 jets, which is the maximum quantity of jets. If you see, if all the resources are dedicated for the production of jets, we can produce OF combinations of output of jets. How much is a OF? That is 500 jets an economy can produce by employing all its resources for the production of one unit, that is jets. So these are means A and F combination, OA and OF. These are two extreme possibilities or combinations available to the economy to make a choice. So the choice is between A to F. Economy can make either A, B, C, D, E and F. So from A to F, an economy has a choice to make. So what to produce and how much. In between them, there are many other possibilities. Sixth point. In between them, there are many other possibilities if the economy devotes a part of its resources for the production of jets and a part of the resources for the production of paddy. So is there any other alternative in between F? Of course, A to F we have a lot of other possibilities. So if you dedicate little resources for the production of paddy and little resources for the production of jets, that would be the best combination that we will choose the point either B, C and E. So it's not the extreme combination. These indicates, so the in between points, that is F, A to F, in between other means ಅದರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು ಅಂದರೆ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಇ which are given in the schedule. You can see, or you can see from the this schedule on the diagram. You can see A and F, in between that B combination, C combination, D combination and E combinations we have. So that also you can see in the schedule. So moving on from the schedule, so by joining all the points A, B, C, D, E and F, we are drawing a curve between y-axis to x-axis. So we are joining A, B, C, D, E and F. That is from y-axis to x-axis. We draw a curve and this curve is called as PPC curve, or production possibility curve, or production possibility frontier. Every economy, so what does it show? Every economy has to make a choice of one combination of many possibilities that are available to the economy to solve that central problem of economy, what to produce and in what quantity. So every economy need to make a choice that many options are available. Many options means many combinations of two goods are available to the economy. The economy need to choose from the many possibilities. Many possibility means A is a possibility, A combination is a possibility, B combination is a possibility, C is a combination is a possibility. Like that, F till F is a combinations. All possibilities that are available to the economy need to make a choice and solve the problem of what to produce in what quantity. That's it. So therefore, if you connect all the points And if you draw the curve of production possibility curve, how does it look? It looks, it is sloping downwards or downward sloping curve from left to right. It is downward sloping curve from left to right and takes the shape of concave. Remember, concave to the origin. If you look from the origin O, the curve looks concave to the origin. So in the next question, why does the production possibility curve should slopes downwards? A 2 marks question may arrive. It is altogether 4 mark question. Explain production possibility curve. Along with that, I have explained to you many other possibilities, many 1 marks, 2 marks, very elaborately. And even the meaning is a 1 mark question. So whenever a point comes, I will tell you from here what are the question that comes. This from here the 1 and 2 marks question can come. Why does the production possibility curve slopes downwards? Very simple. It is because of one quantity of production has been sacrificed to gain the production of another good, or to produce more of one good. To produce more of one good, we have to sacrifice the production of another good. We have to withdraw the resources from the production of one good and increase the production of another good. So because economy doesn't have a plenty of resources. That's what, because with the presence of scarcity of resources, the resources are in scarce. So to have more of one good, let us say more of jets, can be produced if and only if resources are withdrawn or sacrificed from the production of another good. Let us say that is paddy. So let me put you the example very clearly. More of one good can be produced if and only if the resources are withdrawn or sacrificed from the production of another good. So let me put you with the example. More of one jet can be produced. More of one jet can be produced if and only if resources are withdrawn from the production of paddy. The example may be sufficient for you. In other words, the production of one good can be increased only after sacrificing some quantity of other goods. What is that? Production of one good can be increased only after sacrificing some quantity of other good. Let me put you with the example. The production of jet can be increased. The production of jet can be increased only after sacrificing some quantity of paddy. Some quantity of paddy. That is what explained with the help of the schedule in the MRT. You can see MRT, by sacrificing in the quantity of paddy divided by gaining in the quantity of jets. Change I have written. Instead of change, you can write the first one is sacrifice. The change is called as sacrifice. Here change refers to gain. Change in the quantity of paddy refers to sacrificing in the quantity of paddy. Change in the quantity of jets refers to gaining in the quantity of jets. So when you divide, you get this ratio. That is what the meaning of the example. So it is because of resources are already fixed and production of both the goods cannot be increased at a time. So resources are scarce. So you can't increase the production of one good without sacrificing the production of another good. So therefore, you need to sacrifice the production of one good by increasing the production of another good. Therefore, production possibility curve slopes downwards from left to right. The answer is very simple. Why does the production possibility curve slopes downwards from left to right? The answer is because there is a presence of scarcity of resources. To produce more of one good, the resources which are dedicated for the production of another good should be sacrificed. That's all the answer is. So, to produce more of one good, we have to sacrifice the production of another good. So, therefore, why does the PPC curve looks concave to the origin? This is a 1 marks question. Because increasing marginal opportunity cost. So 1 mark question. Why does the PPC curve looks concave to the origin? It is because of increasing marginal opportunity cost. I have explained you when I explained the graph. So the sacrifice becomes more and more. 1:1, 1:2, 1:3. This is called as increasing. What is increasing? Marginal. Marginal means additional. To gain one, you have to sacrifice more. Opportunity cost. The cost of producing one becomes more and more for every increasing of one. That's what the meaning of it. Okay. They have asked the direct question. What is the direct question? Why does the PPC curve looks concave? The answer is very simple. Increasing marginal opportunity cost. IMOC or increasing MOC. What is the implication of increasing MOC? The implication means, how does it work? It is a rate at which, remember, it's a rate at which producing an additional unit of one good sacrificing another good. What is that? It is a rate at which producing an additional means extra one unit of good, sacrifice of another good. So you have to sacrifice the production of another good. Let us put that example. It is a rate at which producing an additional unit of jet sacrifice the production of paddy. The sacrifice in the increase, the sacrifice is in the increase. The sacrifice, it's not in the constant. The sacrifice becomes more and more. You have to sacrifice initially 1 ton. Second, you have to increase 2 tons. Third, you have to sacrifice 3 tons in the third combination. In the fourth combination, you have to increase by 4. In the fifth combination, you have to increase by 5. Like that, you have to go on increasing the sacrificing to gain the constant 1. The sacrifice is the increasing order as we increase the production of another good. Let us say the sacrifice in the paddy increases as we increase the production of jet production. Why does the MOC increasing? The assumption already I have said, the fourth assumption, remember, no resources are equally efficient in producing all the units of goods. No resource in this world is equally efficient. In this world, any resource you take, they are not equally efficient. So it becomes difficult to substitute resources specialized in the production of one good, let us say paddy, specialized in the production of paddy, to the production of another good jet. See, they are specialized. For example, human being is a resource. Human capital is a resource. Last year we have heard. They are specialized in production of paddy. We cannot shift them easily into the production of jets because they are specialized in that. So you bring them into the aeronautical space and tell them to produce a plane or a satellite, it is difficult. But human beings only develop the satellites. But the people, those who are working as a farmers, all cannot be equally efficient to develop a satellite. Therefore, the resources which are dedicated for one is not equally efficient for the production of another good. For example, the land which is used for production of paddy is not equally efficient if you are put into the production of the manufacturing unit of mobiles. So they may income from the production of mobile factory may be more. The production output from the paddies may be very less also. So therefore, it is technically called, MOC is technically called MRT, marginal rate of transformation. MOC means marginal opportunity cost. So also it is called as marginal rate of transformation. So what is MRT? It is a rate at which one good is sacrificed to gain another good. It is a rate at which one good is sacrificed. So production of one good means the paddy is sacrificed to gain production of jet. As a result, MRT shapes, who shapes the PPC curve? MRT shapes the PPC curve. So PPC curve becomes concave to the origin. What is the formula? MRT is equals to units of one good sacrificed. Units of one good sacrificed, that is paddy. The units of another good gained, that is jet. Okay, that is delta Y divided by delta X, or delta paddy divided by delta jet. So delta means change in the unit of paddy divided by change in the unit of jet. Because the paddy was on the y-axis and the x-axis we have jets. Therefore, delta y divided by delta x. MRT you have understood. So, define opportunity cost. There may be one more question. Opportunity cost is an activity which equal to the value of next best alternative is foregone. Means to produce one, you have to sacrifice another. The best opportunity has been sacrificed. An activity in which equal to the value of next best alternative is foregone. Means to produce one, you have to sacrifice the other. Therefore, it is called equal to the value. Both are equally required. But one value you are sacrificing, the production of paddy you are sacrificing to gain the next one. So, equal to the value of next best alternative is foregone. One is sacrificed means it is understood we have gained one. So reminder, OC is defined in the context of choice. In the context of choice, because every resource has an alternative uses. Land can be put into different alternative uses. It is the loss of opportunity gained from other alternatives. When one alternative is chosen, the other alternative is foregone. See, the loss of opportunity gained. Remember, the loss of opportunity gained. ಒಂದನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಡಿತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ alternatives means a resource has alternative uses. Means if you use the land for the production of paddy, you can't use the same land for the production of wheat. So ಒಂದು ಜಾಗವನ್ನು ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಲು ಬಳಸಿದರೆ ಅದೇ ಜಾಗವನ್ನು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸೋಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಡಿನ ಬೆಳೆದ್ರೆ, ಭತ್ತನ ಬೆಳೆದ್ರೆ ಅದೇ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಗೋಧಿಯನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಯಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಒನ್ ಗುಡ್, you have to sacrifice the production of another good. The best thing you must give up to get something. That is, the best thing you need to do is you need to give up something to gain something. The loss of potentiality gained from other alternatives when one alternative is chosen. If you choose one alternative, you have to sacrifice the other alternatives. So, OC is a commodity. OC is a commodity, is the amount of other commodity which has been given up in order to produce the other commodity. OC means opportunity cost is the commodity of production that you have sacrificed to gain the production of another good. The cost is the production of one good. The cost is the production of one good that you are sacrificing. Why are you sacrificing? To gain the production of another good. To produce another extra good or another good, you are sacrificing the production of another good. The best example is when you produce paddy from a land, you have to sacrifice the production of wheat from that land. You can't produce two things at a time because resources are not equally possible to produce two things. So you need to make a choice. What you are sacrificing becomes opportunity cost. The opportunity cost also called as economic cost in economics, and also it is called as transfer cost. So marginal opportunity cost along with PPC, you can say the same MRT formula, you can say the units of goods sacrificed on y-axis, that is paddy, divided by units of goods gained on x-axis, that is jets. Units of one good sacrificed, one good means that is paddy, divided by the units of another good gained, that is jet. So therefore delta y divided by delta x, delta paddy divided by delta jets. So the MRT formula and MOC formula are the one and the same because they are technically different. So what are the reasons for the increasing of MOC? The one is, we said, operation of law of diminishing returns. According to this law, more and more units of one goods are to be produced. The additional unit will be required. The additional unit of resources are required. The cost of production of an additional unit of good will increase. The cost of production of one means extra, additional unit of that good will be always increasing. To produce one good extra, we require additional cost only. Because of that, the production of another good sacrifice becomes more. Transferring of resources from more productive to less productive uses. So some resources are very productive in one way, but they are less productive in other way. Like farmers in the paddy field are more productive. If put these farmers in the production of jets, they are less productive. That's various resources are specialized in production of different goods. Of course, when the resources are specialized in the production of a particular good, let us say paddy workers, are transferred to the production of another good, that is workers of manufacturing jets, for which they are less productive. The workers of paddy are less productive in the manufacturing jets, for which they are less productive. It states that some productivity is lost. They may bring and give you some goods or some materials and help you, but they cannot be a good engineer. Therefore, more of such resource or workers are needed to an additional unit of other good. So, to produce one extra jets, you require then more number of farmers or resources for that. So, significant points on below, above PPC. So, the point on the production possibility curve, the point below the production possibility curve, and point outside, that is above the production possibility curve. Let us imagine already we have discussed all the points on the production possibility curve. Already we had one curve, A, B, C, D, E and F. So every point on the production possibility curve indicates that resources are completely and efficiently utilized. Resources are completely efficiently utilized. There is no wastage. There is no anything called resources being inefficient. Resources are completely and efficiently utilized. Therefore, only production possibility curve from A, B, C, D, E and F indicates the resources are completely and efficiently utilized. For example, if any point below the production possibility curve, another production possibility curve is drawn below the production possibility curve, that is shifting onto the downwards. Shifting downwards or left side. Let us imagine we have a given production possibility curve already. There is a shift to the left side. See the left side of your hand. I am marking G. So for G I am marking another production possibility curve with the small dots. So these dots, not a curve, it is a dots I am making, a differentiation I am making. Here the resources on the G combination is underutilized, not completely utilized. Whereas if it is shifted towards up, that is outside, another production possibility, that is rightward shift. So this is H combination. This H combination is unattainable with the given resources. I am saying unattainable. With the same resources, we cannot produce H combination of goods. H combination of goods. Since it is unattainable. Rightward shift in the production possibility curve is unattainable. Time being, you understand? If leftward shift in the production possibility curve is underutilization of given resources. Only the combinations on production possibility curve is full and completely utilization of resources. So so the second point, you see, any point below means ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಕರ್ವ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅದರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಂದರೆ we will mark it as G. Why? Because already F is been completed, we will take G. This indicates means shows the resources are underutilized. Underutilized means not efficiently utilized, not completely utilized. This reflects degradation of supply of resources or technology. Degradation means not properly used, not properly put into production, or at least technology has gone wrong or resources have not been properly used. So, or both the resources and technology both not been efficiently utilized. Because of that only there is a leftward shift in the production possibility curve. So let us choose that point, any one point on this below production possibility curve as G. So if any point outside the production possibility curve, so the production possibility curve has shifted outside, so increase in the production possibility curve, which means we are marking as H1 combination. It means unattainable with the given resources. Unattainable means economy cannot attain that kind of achievement. Why? Because the technology is being constant and the resources are being constant. How to shift rightward? How to shift rightward? Rightward means, see, we have marked a combination H on the outside. One more circle we have drawn, the concave circle, semicircle connecting y axis to x axis. On that I am marking one combination called H. So unattainable with the given resources. Remember, you can attain H combination if there is a growth in resources. If there is a growth in resources, more resources are discovered, new technology has been discovered. If that happens, really production of the economy increases, so economic growth happens. This is a dream of every economy. The rightward shift or upward shift is combination H. Leftward shift or downward shift is a combination G. Leftward shift, you can see there. So any point above or outside, rightward or upward of the production possibility curve like H indicates unattainable with the given resources or growth in the resources or technology. Growth in the resources and growth in technology in the economy you can surely attain. This reflects the growth in the supply of resources or growth in the supply of technology or both. So if both grows, really it's very nice to see economic is making. So rightward shift is a good sign of economy. Leftward shift is a bad sign of economy. So production possibility curve on that any combination is a good sign. So India now is below the production possibility curve, working below the production because they are not utilizing the human resources. They are not utilizing properly the economic resources available to the government, available to the nation. They are not utilizing. The resources are not completely utilized. Therefore, we Indians, we have a combinations below the production possibility curve. So you can understand the economic condition of India. So can PPC shift? Yes, of course. It can shift any side, rightward side or leftward side. When the two assumption changes, what are the two assumptions? Change in the availability of resources and technology, either progress or degradation. If there is a progress, it is rightward shift or upward shift. If there is a degradation of resources and technology, it is leftward shift. That's what I said, G combination. Progress, rightward shift, so that is H combination. So rise in the economy. Okay, you can see resources of the economy increases. If the resources of the economy increases, what will happen? So how does the resources increases? In the form of discovery of new natural resources. So we discovered a new petrol, oil well, natural gas oil well, or iron ore. We discovered some of the resources like hydro, water projects in the Himalayas. That may be quite very new thing that happens, means really it is good for the increasing of resources. New machinery discovery through skilled and investment, that is also increases the economic productivity. Increased in the skilled and unskilled laborers by increasing the population. If the population of an economy increases, that is also a good sign, because human population is a resource. Economic growth can happen if you properly utilize. As a result, more of two goods can be produced more, not one sacrificing the other. Here you can increase both the production of paddy and production of jets. So the production of both the goods increases, or at least one good without sacrificing the other. So this is called as rightward shift. This is called rightward shift. Or advancement or improvement in the technology if happens. No resources. Anyway, we do not have new resources, means at least you improve in the area of technology. It happens, the shift can happen. Rightward shift can happen with the second point also. Rightward shift of production possibility curve can happen if the scientists, engineers, inventors over a long period work out with the new technology and bring forth a magical technology. Really, the production of that country increases. As a result, more of two goods can be produced, at least more of one good without sacrificing another good also can be produced. This causes the rightward shift in the production possibility curve. So, when the volume of resources increases and the technology increases rightward, the other side, shift in leftward side. What are the causes for the shift in leftward side of, or leftward shift in the production possibility curve? Causes for the leftward shift in the production. Does it fall? Of course, production possibility curve can shift from right to left. When does it happen? When the volume of resources fall, when the resources disappear, depreciate. So we are taking out petrol in one place, that entire, ore will be empty. Best example is Kolar Goldfield, KGF. So the gold mining has completely ended because the gold has disappeared. Not completely, to a maximum extent to the cost. And Kuduremukha, the iron ore, which has coming to a lesser and lesser. So the extinction is increasing. Therefore, the resources depreciate, and due to wear and tear or breakdown of machineries, that is also a problem. Saturation of some natural resources, that's what I said. Saturation means some resources comes to a depreciation. The land becomes barren. Non-availability of equipments. So what are the equipments required to produce a particular good? We have a land, but we do not have equipments like machineries, like irrigation facilities to increase the production of agriculture products or machineries. Causes downward or leftward shift or fall in the productive capacity. When the technology becomes obsolete, that is also a problem. So when the technology becomes obsolete, indicating underutilization or inefficient utilization of resources. Most of you have a technology, present technology, Android. Most of us do not know how to use this technology properly, how efficiently we can use this technology properly. So when we do not use it properly, this technology, to increase our productivity as a student, we are causing downward shift or leftward shift in our productivity. So as well as if a country cannot use the technology properly, it happens the leftward or downward or fall in the productivity capacity. With that, I'm ending the class. Have a nice day.